Hi friends, hearty welcome to you. In this session, let's try to look at a interesting congruency example. So, let's go through the problem. ABCD is a square and EF are points such that DA equal to DE equal to DF equal to DC. Also, angle ADE equal to angle EDF equal to angle FDC. We have to prove that triangle BEF is an equilateral triangle using congruency. So, there are a couple of approaches to solve this problem. So, we will look at one approach in this session. In the next session, we will look into the other approach. So, let's first try to understand what is given to us and take note of all the inputs whatever is given to us. We have been told ABCD is a square, so can I go ahead and say all the sides are equal? Not only that, I have been told DA equal to DE equal to DF equal to DC. So you can see that all those DA, DE, DF, DC are equal, and also angle ADE equal to angle EDF equal to angle FDC. That means this angle is equal to this angle equal to this angle. So we know that angle at D is 90 degrees. So each of them will be nothing but equal to 30 degrees. Okay, that's pretty good information we know. Now what you can say based on that about the triangle ADE, EDF and FDC, they are congruent to each other. Is correct? Let's write it down now. This is the first information we have, so let's write it down. We'll say triangle ADE is congruent to triangle EDF, which is also congruent to triangle FDC. How? By SAS. You can look at the side, angle, side. All the angles are 30 degrees, angle included angle, and all the sides are equal. So you can see that all these triangles are equal. Now by CPCT, what we can say? By CPCT or CPCTC, we know AE equal to EF equal to FC. So we know that these lengths are equal. That's what we know. This is the information we are unable to understand. Not only that, you can see that base angles of the triangles equal to 75. What else we know? We know that base angles equal to 75 degrees each. Why? Have we got it? 30 degrees isosceles triangle base are equal. I'll get 75 here, I'll get 75 here, I will get another 75 here, I'll get another 75 here, I'll get another 75 here, and I will get another 75 here. So we have seen that these three triangles are congruent. So what additional information we can found? We know angle at A is always 90 degrees. So I know this angle is 15 degrees, and also this angle is also 15 degrees. We know that this angle is nothing but equal to 15 degrees. Perfect. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove BEF is an equilateral triangle. So let's put it down. We have to prove BEF is an equilateral triangle. So I'll join E to B and F to B. We have joined BEF. This is the point where they are meeting. Okay. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove triangle BEF is equilateral triangle. That means all the sides are equal in that. That's what we have to prove. Okay, right. So what we will do now, we have got all the information. Okay, now we have to prove triangle. We can prove it in two ways. Either we can prove that all the angles are equal to 60 degrees, or we can say the sides are equal. So we'll go ahead with the approach equating. Approach is sides are equal. We want to go ahead with the approach where we want to say the sides are equal. Okay, right. Now any other congruent triangles you can see in this, if you observe carefully, you will see that triangle AEB is congruent to triangle CFB. Triangle CFB. How? You can check. Angle at A is 15 degrees, then that is sandwiched or included between two sides, BA and AE, or EAB. So you have angle A and EAB. So you have two sides, and in between you have 15 degrees. Here also you have same two sides and between 15 degrees. So these two triangles are congruent to each other by again SAS. So once you got this, what we know based on that? Based on that we know by CPCTC. What we know by CPCTC? We know that BE equal to BF. We know that BE is equal to BF. So let's go ahead and write that. We know that BE equal to BF. I'll write it. I'll put it here. BE equal to BF. Perfect. Now we have to prove that BF is an equilateral triangle. We have reached up to a stage where we can say a triangle BF is isosceles triangle. Now only the thing is I have to prove that somehow BE is also equal to EF. That means EF, BE, BF, all of them are equal. Now as of now BE is equal to BF. Somehow we have to prove that either EF is equal to these two or BE is equal to this. Something we have to make it from isosceles to equilateral triangle. Okay, for that what we will do is we'll take triangle AEB and from E drop a perpendicular. From E drop a perpendicular. So these two angles are 90 degrees each, and with a little bit of calculation you can see that this length is equal to half of the side. If A is the square, side of the square, then you can see that the lengths are A by 2, A by 2. How can you? If you can just get that line parallel at this particular point, you can see that you are making an 30, 90, 60 degree angle, and sine of 30 is nothing but equal to 1 by 2. So A by 2. So that's equal to A by 2. So now what we are trying to establish here, let's try to put it down here. What we are trying to establish? We are trying to establish that AE equal to BE. Then I can go ahead and say all three of them are equal. Now how to do that? For that I will say triangle, let us say this point is X. Triangle AXE is congruent to triangle BXE. How? You can see that both of them have 90 degrees. Both of them have AX equal to, let me write it down, AX equal to XB. That is given. We have just seen that both of them are equal. Then we know that angle AXE is equal to angle BXE equal to 90 degrees. Not only that, we know that XE is equal to XE That's a common side or reflexive property, however you want to say. Now these two triangles are congruent to each other by side, angle, side. Again SES. You can go for RHS also, but let's stick to SES for now. Anything is fine. Now by that, what we know by CPCTC now? We know that by CPCTC, we know that if these two triangles are congruent, then AE should be equal to BE. If AE is equal to BE, then that gives us that BE equal to EF, that's equal to BF, which is nothing but what to be proven, that triangle BF is a congruent triangle. Let me repeat that here. So what we have done, we did a small construction. We dropped a perpendicular from E onto AB. We know that the length of AX is nothing but equal to A by 2. How I know that? I know that because I can just draw a parallel line here. We know that same horizontal distance. You can see 30, 60, this is 60 degrees, this is 90 degrees. Now that is 90 degrees. So obviously this will become 60. You can see that that length is A by 2. So at this point, this triangle is divided into two equal parts. So we have congruency there. So by SES, we can see that AE is equal to EB. If AE is equal to EB, what is the meaning of that? BE is nothing but equal to AE. So I can erase this and say that nothing but equal to 2 bars. I will not do that. So, but by that we know that already we know BE equal to BF. We have to prove that that is equal to EF, but we just understood that BE is equal to AE, which is also equal to AF. So BE equal to EF equal to BF. That's how you can solve this problem in one approach. We will look into other approach. Before that, let me summarize this problem. That's an interesting problem in congruency. I'm not sure whether you will get them in your board exams or something like that. But if you want to explore the subject a little bit in depth and want to understand more, maybe this type of examples will keep you interested in the subject. Okay, let's go through this. ABCD is a square and EF are points such that DA equal to DE equal to DF equal to DC. Also, angle ADE equal to angle EDF equal to angle FDC. Prove that triangle BEF is an equilateral triangle. What's our approach? Our approach is to prove that BE equal to BF equal to EF. So we want to go ahead with the approach of equilateral triangle, saying that all the sides are equal. Another approach is, you can also prove with the same approach that the angles are equal, 60 degrees each. That also we can do. Okay, now approach is sides are equal. So what we have done first, we have whatever given to us is that all these angles are equal to 30 degrees. These three triangles are congruent to each other. So we know all base angles are equal to 75 degrees. Not only that, we also know that AE equal to EF equal to FC. Okay, that's the first part we have seen. Okay, after that, we have seen that triangle AEB and triangle CFB are congruent to each other. How? We know that they have a side angle side common, because this angle is 15 degrees. The total is 90 degrees, so this is 15 degrees each. We know that by that CPCTC, we know BE is equal to BF. So we have to prove equilateral triangle. We are okay up to isosceles triangle. Now somehow I have to prove that BE is nothing but equal to EF, or otherwise AE, are equal to FC, because all of them are equal. AE equal to EF equal to FC. Okay, right. Now here I did a small construction. What I did is, I have dropped a perpendicular from point E from point E onto AB. Now you can see that there are two congruent triangles here, because we have seen that what is the length of, if you drop a perpendicular and it is cutting at x, we know that the length of AX is nothing but equal to, let us say this is some YE, because it's a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, angle triangle. You know, this is A by 2 divided into two equal parts. So by congruency, SAS congruency, you can prove that these two triangles are congruent, and BE is equal to AE. But AE is nothing but equal to EF. So BE is equal to EF, which is equal to BF. That's how we are able to prove that this triangle BEF is an equilateral triangle. In the next session, we will look into another approach, which is a little bit varied from this approach, but another way of looking at the things and how to solve it. So thanks for your time. See you again in the next session.